Now, please come here, sir. Please come here.
Okay, let's start.
So,
Yeah.
my conversation is, so you said you have memorized the Quran.
Yes, I am.
So catch your voice.
Most of the Quran or all of the
All of
Quran?
it.
All of it you've memorized.
Yes.
Where are you? Where were you when you memorized? You're
What
from
does
the
that
Arabic
matter?
heartland.
I'm Arabic, yes.
You're an Arab, yeah. So Arabic.
I'm from Dubai.
You're from Dubai.
That's
Mother
the
tongue
heart
Arabic.
of Arabia. That
Heart
is
of-
the heart of Islam. Yes.
Heart of Islam. Okay. So now and therefore, and of course you are a little bit older than the other gentlemen here. Also, they are young.
They are young.
Young.
Yes. They are
So,
not
so you are supposed to be an expert. So we will do something really interesting right now.
Okay.
We will do a debate, a formal debate, and the formal debate would be in the simple topic of whether the Quran has been preserved or not.
Okay.
Yeah, a formal debate. Are you familiar with formal? You know, at Speaker's Corner.
I am familiar, but I'm going to make a point here. I'm going to make a point also here before we start our debate, that whatever you're going to say about the Quran,
Yeah,
you have to hold to the same standards regarding the Bible.
absolutely.
Okay?
Oh, look, so this is, but the topic right now, the first topic is, if you want to do both topics, I don't
They're
mind.
the same.
What's that?
They're the same because if any
completely understand.
standard that is acceptable for the preservation of the Quran.
I am a Christian, sir.
I know.
I am a Christian, sir. I only go by top quality standard, both for the
What's
Bible
that
and,
supposed to mean?
and for the Quran. And therefore, and you don't even have to tell me this, I am a Christian.
Okay.
And merely by the fact that I am a Christian, you should take it for granted. Now, the options that I comment before you are simply, either we can do a standalone topic on the Quran alone, where the topic would be something like, is the Quran preserved or corrupted? Or we can do a topic which I'd suggest the first one for simplicity. It's, because there's focus, one literature, we can go on. But if you want to, we can do both, whether the Bible is preserved, whether the Quran is preserved, or corrupted.
Let's start
Wait,
with
what
the-
would you? Do you have a preference?
No, it's to me the same. Just start with the Quran because I know more about the Quran than the Bible.
Sure. You know more about the Quran, so let's do the Quran. So what we do at Speaker's Corner with formal debates is that, guys, if you can help me, please, one of you, we do. Is he speaking in Arabic? Yeah. He comes across confused. When you go home, please try and go home. Sorry. When you later on, if you are able to find some help for him, some medical help, he needs some medical
not a
help.
doctor.
Please. No. But if you can find out someone, he's very confused, standing from behind me and saying irrelevant stuff. We do at Speaker's Corner. Formal debates here. It's not fully formal. So what we do is 3 minutes each. 3 minutes each. But someone needs to keep time. 3 minutes each. No, him. No. He. No, I don't trust him. I don't trust him to tell me what is right, what is left.
Because I know both.
Him.
I know.
Can you keep
I
time?
know the Bible and I know
One of you,
the-
can you keep time?
the Quran.
3 minutes each. Not here. Oh, so you're here for. Please.
Yeah, you came with your points. He just came out of nowhere. You each get 3 minutes.
No. He's an expert. He's an expert. He says. Are you an expert with the Quran?
Believe in the ghost.
No, him. Yeah, I won't debate. Do you see?
This is all
Okay, the lady. No one.
Go ahead.
So the lady can keep.
Go ahead.
I don't debate with everyone. Him, I won't debate. Him, I will debate. Because I've spoken to him earlier and he said he knows Arabic. 3 minutes each. No, we haven't started, sorry. We'll start again, sorry. We'll do, wow, please. My dear friend. Don't touch me, please. Don't touch me. What's wrong with him? Is he related to someone? Is he related to someone? My dear friends. If he is related to one of you, please take him home. Please. Confused. 3 minutes each. And we'll do roughly 5 or 6 rounds. Yeah, 5 or 6 rounds. The topic, my dear friends, please listen.
He's more belong to this kind of
The topic,
for your immigration status. You give me the status. Yeah, you give me the status.
the topic. Okay, would they listen to you? Is there any Muslim that listen? Please ask them. Please. Please. Stay quiet. Thank you. Please. Thank you. All right. The topic, my dear friends, what's your name?
Preaching Jesus.
Abdullah, I'm Arul. The topic, can you please come here just to make sure all cameras can cover. The topic,
Why are you wearing shorts? Jesus
the
never
topic
wear shorts.
we have, my dear friends, is whether the Quran has been preserved or corrupted? That's the topic at hand.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا نحن
يا
نزلنا
بابا
الذكر
كسر.
وإنا له
What is wrong with you? Khalas, please keep moving, please. Don't say behind me.
Don't touch me.
I don't trust you, sir.
Don't touch me.
So, that's the topic at hand. 3 minutes each. Do you want to go first? No, you go first. No, you are the one who is going to defend. Please go first.
Defend the points that you bring up.
No, you make a positive case. Otherwise, you won't be making a positive
You are
case.
talking about the oral tradition and the written
No,
tradition.
preservation of the Quran. You go ahead because you are the one defending. Otherwise, you won't be defending properly. So if you present, please. 3 minutes.
I don't need 3 minutes for that.
Okay, whatever time you need. Please go ahead.
I will-
Okay, one second. Can you once in a while show us the time?
Whenever it's done, I'm
Thank you
going
very
to
much.
stop, okay, so the simple point I'm going to make
Start, yeah.
Okay.
All right, the gentleman has started. The time is running, sir.
Now, the first thing to prove that the Quran is preserved, okay, is that first of all, the Quran makes the claim in the Surah Al-Hajj, إِنَّا نَحْنُ نَزَّلْنَا الذِّكْرَ وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ. So that's the claim that the Quran makes. And the other claim that the Quran also makes is a challenge to all people that
You need to be a bit louder. Can you be a bit louder?
so you want to start off? You start from the
Start again. Sorry.
First of all,
Thank you. Start again. No, this is not a. This is only for the cameras. It won't amplify. Yeah.
Now, first of all, the Quran itself makes the claim that it is preserved. Okay, in Surah Al-Hajj it says, "Inna nahnu nazzalna al-dhikra wa inna lahu lahafidhun," which translates into that we have revealed the Quran and we have preserved. So this is the claim that the Quran is making, and also the Quran makes another challenge to humans that if you do not believe that this is the word of Allah and this is the Quran, then you have to come up with something that is like the Quran, okay, or come up with a verse or a surah that is like the Quran. And until now, no human being has been able to meet that challenge and to come up with a surah or even a chapter or a verse that is like anything like the Quran. So this in itself, it proves that the Quran is true, it is the word of God, and it has not been corrupted or changed. Okay, the other thing is that the oral tradition that you were actually talking about previously, even though that you were trying to make the point that Arabia had a written tradition, we don't deny that. There were some people in Arabia who were literate and used to read and write, but the majority of people in Arabia were not literate. So the way the Quran was preserved by oral tradition is a unique way. Even though the Christians think that it is not as strong or as effective as the written tradition, it is a unique way of preservation that was not there before, not with the Christians, not with the Jews. And the memorization of the Quran and the way it was transmitted from generation to generation is a unique way that no other book in history was ever preserved in that way. So this is
Not even the Bible.
of course not the Bible. So this is proof that the Quran was preserved in a way not like any other work of literature. I've said what I want, and it's enough. It's your turn.
So your argument.
Oh, wow. Oh, don't speak. Wow. Can you don't speak from the back, sir? You're speaking to my ear.
It's good.
You're too
At least
close.
you're listening.
You're too close.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Give us our space. Thank you. What's wrong with him? All right, can we start now? Wow. Don't speak at the back, sir. You're speaking to my ear, sir. You're annoying, please. Thank you. All right, my dear friends. The topic is whether the Quran is preserved or corrupted. Our lovely friend Abdullah, who is from the Hijazi heartland, Dubai, Arabic speaker, was going to demonstrate how the Quran is preserved and not corrupted. Unfortunately for him, Abdullah even did not start the debate. He did not provide any evidence, any historically verifiable evidence of any stretch of imagination. All that he did was repeat the standard Islamic claims. I completely understand that in Islam there are claims. In Islam, there are all sorts of claims, and this is why I call Islam a perfect delusion. Entire delusion. You have confusion about everything, claim about everything. Your problem is not that you haven't got claims. Your problem is that despite the claims, you can't provide any evidence. Abdullah is one more demonstration for the fact that even he can't provide any evidence. In the next round, see carefully if he is providing any evidence for claiming that the Quran is preserved. Not just repeat the assertion, but provide evidence. Why do I think the Quran is corrupted? I think the Quran is a good example of the most corrupted literature ever. I'll give you a simple example. In Surah An-Najm, which is Surah 53, in Surah 53, in the first 30 ayats or so, you find a story of a man who meets the Islamic Allah twice. He meets the Islamic Allah twice. When a literature is not corrupt, you should be able to demonstrate in a timely manner, showing timely evidence who this guy is, when did he meet, in what place, and so on. You should be able to show details of the story. You should be able to provide identification of who it is talking about, and so on. Most Muslims today think the person here is Muhammad. But I'd like Abdullah to provide a reasonable justification for why this is Muhammad. If he cannot, then he must conclude that the story of the Quran has been lost forever. Surah 53, why are the first 20 verses about Muhammad used based on evidence, sir?
First of all, what he mentioned that the Quran, that Muslims.
Can you please speak up a little bit?
Anyway, now, what he says, okay, that the Quran only makes claims and Islam is the religion of claims. It's just something he's saying, okay, now it's easy for him to just say that, these people make claims without providing any evidence, and he wants some sort of evidence that he can't even provide for him with all the religion, okay. Now, if he says that, okay, as Muslims, you need to provide evidence that the Quran is like this, and the Quran has been preserved, and that Muhammad is the one mentioned here, and then that kind of evidence that he's asking for, he can't provide the same for his own religion. So that's a bit of, he's being a bit of a hypocrite now, okay? Because he's asking for kind of standard that he can't provide for his own religion. Now, okay, what you're saying here about Surah An-Najm, which is a very specific thing that you brought up, okay, to actually deviate from the original topic, okay, which is the preservation of the Quran. Now you're going into detail about certain ayat and surahs, and you want an answer for that, we can easily provide. But I don't even understand the point you're trying to make about the Surah An-Najm. I really don't understand that. You just brought up a surah and said, why is it Muhammad? Okay, so if we claim that is Muhammad, what kind of evidence do you want? Your question is not clear to me. I don't know what you're asking for. I don't really know. It's not clear to me. So at that point there, if you want a clear answer, you have to make your question a bit more clear so I can give you an answer. But it's not clear to me. I don't know what. I mean, I don't know why you suddenly went into from the main topic into a detail regarding a certain surah, and your question wasn't even clear to me. So I can't give you an answer to that. Now, when you talk about evidence about the preservation of the Quran, which you say that I didn't provide, you have to make clear what do you consider as evidence, so that I can provide you with the kind of evidence you're asking for. Otherwise, just saying that we want evidence without even explaining what you actually accept as evidence, I can't really help you with that. It's your turn.
Sure. Abdullah. Restart, please. Thank you. Abdullah, like any other Muslim, despite the fact of coming from Dubai, being an Arabic speaker, having been a Muslim for such a long time, doesn't have a clue, just like the other Muslims. He doesn't understand what it means to claim that a literature is preserved and what it means to claim that a literature is corrupt. I'll give you a simple example. When is a literature preserved? A literature is preserved if you can take the literature, read through it, and you understand who the literature is about, what was said by that person to someone else, who the other people involved in the literature are, what timeline the literature belongs to, what location the literature, does the literature belong? One second. Sorry, one second. Hey!